is quiet now. Everything that needed your attention today has already spoken. The world has gone dim, and the sky is slowly gathering the pieces of light that remain. You lie still, listening to the gentle hum behind silence. It could be the city far away. It could be the sea in the distance. Or maybe it's the sound of your own body remembering how to rest. Somewhere beyond the roof, the moon has risen. You can't see it yet, but you can feel its silver weight in the air. The way shadows soften, the way the night seems to breathe slower when it's near. The moon knows you're awake. It always does. It has watched you through windows, through sleepless hours, through laughter, through tears. It has seen the quiet victories that no one clapped for. It has seen the days that felt too heavy to hold. And tonight, it wants to tell you something. It has written a letter for you. You may not believe that celestial things can write, but the moon has its own language. Light on glass, silver on water, reflections that shimmer and fade. Each flicker is a syllable, each wave a word. So, as you breathe, let the rhythm of your lungs match the rhythm of its glow. Slowly in, softly out, as if the moon itself were breathing with you. Because tonight, it is. The letter begins softly. It says, "Dear one, I have watched you try so hard to be everything at once. You carry the world like a secret weight, quiet, invisible, but heavy all the same. You speak kindly to others and sternly to yourself. You give warmth and forget to keep any. You mistake tiredness for weakness. You mistake rest for surrender. I want you to know you are allowed to stop. Pause. Breathe. The moon's words hang in the dark air like dust motes caught in light. They move with every breath you take. You are not falling behind. You are not late to your own life. You are not broken because you bend. You are simply human. And I, who have seen oceans rise and mountains fade, have never found a shape more beautiful than yours. The moon pauses, as if waiting for the sound of your heartbeat. Outside your window, a faint breeze stirs the curtains. The air tastes cool, metallic and clean. A train passes far away, its low rumble like thunder remembering itself. I watch the tides, the moon writes, and they remind me of you. How you pull yourself toward light again and again, even when it costs everything. How you keep returning after every retreat, You think you're fragile, but you are the tide. Patient, persistent, eternal. You breathe out, and the exhale feels like surrender that finally feels safe. The moon continues. You often ask why you feel so much, why the world presses so close, why quiet moments ache as if they hold more than they should. I will tell you a secret. It is because you were born under the part of my light that listens. You are meant to notice. You are meant to care. Your chest softens. A slow warmth begins there, spreading outward, through ribs, shoulders, arms, until even your fingers feel like they're holding light. The truth is simple, the letter says. You aren't doing enough simply by being. The stars do not compare their brightness. The ocean does not judge its waves. You do not have to earn rest. The words sink deeper than sound. They land somewhere beyond language, a soft place you'd forgotten existed. You close your eyes. The room is darker now, but the darkness feels kind. When you sleep tonight, the moon writes, I will keep watch. I will gather the stray thoughts that slip through your mind and turn them into small lights, so that when you wake, the morning will already know how to be gentle with you. The page glows faintly, then fades. The letter isn't finished. It's just resting, the way you are meant to. The page glows again, faintly at first, as if the light is stretching after a long silence. You can almost hear it breathe. Dear one, the moon writes, I have watched your days unfold like pages in a book you didn't know you were writing. Each moment, each thought, each tear and laugh, ink made of time. You have tried to read ahead, to understand what happens next. But stories aren't meant to be lived that way. They must be felt, not forecasted. You can rest between chapters. You feel your shoulders drop as you read. Something inside you loosens. The moon seems to sense it too, because its light softens even more. I know what it is to change shape, the letter says. One night I am full, certain, glowing. The next, a thin silver whisper of myself. But I do not mourn the change. I let it happen. I disappear without apology, because I know I will return. You picture the moon hanging above oceans, its reflection trembling across dark water. And for the first time, understand how softness can be strong. You too are allowed to change, it writes. You are allowed to be whole one day and hollow the next. You are allowed to be both light and dark, both becoming and resting. You are allowed to wane. Your breath deepens. Each inhale feels wider, each exhale more complete. The words don't rush. They move like waves. And somewhere within them, your body finds its own rhythm again. The moon goes on. The world has taught you to be bright all the time, to smile, to shine, to produce. But constant light blinds the eyes. The earth needs night to remember itself. You need night too. You need these quiet hours when no one asks for anything. When you can finally hear your own heartbeat without the noise. You glance toward your window. The glass is faintly silver. Somewhere outside, leaves move like quiet sighs. The world is softer than it was an hour ago. I am the keeper of your silence, the letter says. Every thought you release into the dark, I hold it. Every worry you whisper, I wrap it in shadow until it forgets to ache. You smile faintly. You can almost imagine the moon collecting your scattered thoughts like marbles, each one glowing faintly as it's tucked away for safekeeping. The words shift now, gentler still, as though they're speaking directly into your pulse. You carry so much, the moon continues. Dreams half born, promises half kept, and fears that don't belong to you. You drag them behind you as if they were proof that you're trying. But you don't need proof. I have seen the way you keep going, even when no one sees, even when no one claps, even when it hurts. You inhale through your nose, feel the air cool your throat. Your chest rises, then falls, and the warmth inside you spreads down your arms. Your hands relax, fingers uncurling. You have mistaken strength for endurance, the letter says. But real strength is in surrender. The sky does not hold me up. I float because I trust it will. The words wrap around you like a blanket. You imagine lying under moonlight, the silver glow moving over your skin, like water poured from a calm hand. Every night, the moon says, I pull the oceans back and forth, but I never push them. I only invite them. That is how I want you to live, not through force, but through quiet invitation. You let those words repeat softly in your mind, not through force, but through quiet invitation. It feels like something your body understands even if your mind doesn't yet. Now the letter shifts tone from wisdom to intimacy, as though the moon has moved closer to your window. Do you know what I admire most about you? It asks. You still hope. Even on days when the world feels too loud, you keep a small spark of belief that things can be gentle again. That spark is a miracle, and I promise you, it's noticed. You exhale through your mouth long and steady. Your entire body feels heavier, not in weight, but in presence. You've landed fully in this moment. I see how hard you tried to make sense of everything. The letter says softly, but not every thought needs an answer. Some only need air. Let them float for a while, like clouds passing between you and me. You close your eyes and imagine clouds drifting across a silver sky. Each one holds a thought you can release, a worry, a regret, an unfinished sentence. They move slowly, and as they do, your breath deepens again. Rest is not something you earn, the moon writes. It is your birthright. You do not need to prove that you deserve it. The light brightens once, then dims, as though it too is sighing. Let the night love you, it whispers. Let it wrap around you like soft wool. Let it remind you that darkness is not empty. It's full of healing. Outside, a faint breeze brushes your window, and for a moment it feels like a hand tracing comfort across your cheek. Breathe, the moon says one last time in this section of the letter. That is all. Just breathe, and let me watch over you. You breathe in, you breathe out. The air smells faintly like rain and sleep. You can feel your pulse slowing in your neck. The space between thoughts has grown wide enough to rest inside. The page fades again, but the glow lingers. A silver outline around the words, as if they're still speaking quietly under the silence. The moon waits, and so do you. Together, you breathe, and the night breathes with you. The page glows once more. The light this time is gentler, like a memory rather than a beam. It shimmers through the air, and as it does, you feel your body sink deeper into the quiet. Dear one, the moon writes again. Do you know why I wax and wane? Why I disappear and return? You listen in the silence that follows, as though the answer might rise from your breath. I fade, the moon says, so that the stars can have their turn. I go dark so that the world can see itself again. have learned that fullness without pause is not light, it is burden. So I rest, I dim, I let the darkness hold me until it feels like home again. The words settle like snow across your mind. You can feel them melt into calm understanding. You picture the moon shrinking night by night, a slow, graceful retreat not of fear, but of trust. You too must learn to rest, the moon writes, not because you've done enough, but because you are enough. A deep breath leaves you. The sound of it fills the small space of the room and somehow feels like music. You often tell yourself you'll rest when the work is done. The moon continues. But work never ends. It changes form. The real work is learning when to stop chasing light and simply be. You close your eyes. The words vibrate softly behind your forehead, like a heartbeat you can hear. The moon's tone shifts, not lecture, but lullaby. I have watched people try to shine without pause, it says. They forget that even stars burn out. They forget that glow is not a performance. It's a pulse. You cannot force peace. You can only allow it. Your breathing syncs with the rhythm of the lines. Each inhale opens a little more space in your chest. Each exhale smooths a little more of the day away. Outside, the night deepens. The window reflects a soft halo of silver. Somewhere a dog sighs in its sleep. The world is folding itself into stillness. I am not whole without my shadows, the moon writes. They give shape to my light. They remind me that beauty is not imperfection, but imbalance. You imagine the moon half lit, half dark, and realize how familiar that looks, how human. Do not hide your dimness, it whispers. It is part of your design. There are lessons only darkness can teach. Patience, softness, renewal. You feel something inside you unclench. The tiny, constant pressure to be better, to be productive, to be fine. The moon continues. Some nights, clouds cover me completely. The world forgets I'm there. But I never vanish. I simply wait. The same is true for you. Even when no one sees you shining, you are still here. Still worthy, still light. The words drift slowly, each sentence arriving like a calm wave reaching shore. You have been running for so long," the moon says softly, "chasing days that promise relief but bring only repetition. You think peace is somewhere ahead, but peace is always beside you, waiting for you to turn and notice." Your breathing slows again. The muscles behind your eyes relax. It feels as if you've stepped into warm water, weightless, unhurried, held. "The tides listen to me," the moon continues. "They follow my pull without resistance. That is why they never break. When you feel stretched thin, do not resist. Just lean toward rest, and you will find it waiting." You exhale deeply, and for a moment the entire room exhales with you. "You are not made of mistakes," the moon says. "You are made of return, of nights that heal the day. You feel your chest rise, and as it falls, your mind begins to drift. Not empty, but soft. Tonight, the moon writes, "You are not responsible for the world. You are not required to be strong. You are only asked to be still." You can almost hear the scratch of light on paper as the words appear. If thoughts come, let them come. Watch them the way I watch clouds, appearing, drifting, disappearing. None of them stay. None of them define the sky. Your pulse is slower now. Every few lines the moon pauses long enough for silence to expand. That silence feels holy, thick with comfort, ancient, familiar. You are safe, it says again. You are safe in your breathing. You are safe in your stillness. You are safe in the dark. The repetition sinks in, word by word, like waves folding over sand until no trace remains. You imagine yourself standing in a wide silver field. The grass moves like water. The horizon is endless. The sky full of quiet constellations. The moon hangs above, a single great lantern keeping you company. It writes one more line. You are part of this. The tide, the breath, the night. You have never been separate from peace. You have only been looking in the wrong direction. The words fade again. They glow lingering like warmth after a hug. You close your eyes, and for a few long breaths, there is nothing but the hum of your heartbeat and the soft pull of sleep beginning to form.